Hey guys, Miss Charlie here with another installment of my eyeshadow palette collection. Today we're going to go through J, K, and L. Have a lot of J's, have quite a few L's, have a little bit of everything, but mostly J's. This is mostly JUVIAS. So we're going to go ahead and get into the J, K, and L's in my eyeshadow palette collection. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. This is the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. It's the only Jeffree Star palette that I have. It's very pink, which is not one of my colors, but it's a nice palette. It has nice grungy colors. I will be using this tomorrow. It is on my makeup calendar. I really, really love it. I love these mattes are so soft. So soft, and this satin is really pretty as well. They're so nice. I know a lot of people have their opinions about Jeffree Star, but I'm not going to stop talking about or using something that's in my collection just because somebody is not doing things in an appropriate manner. I bought it for a reason. I love it, and I'm still going to use it. Okay, so then we're going to go into these JUVIAS ones. Let's start with the biggest one, which is the Masquerade. This was a gift from my bestie a long time ago when this first came out. I love this color story. These colors in here are absolutely beautiful. I used to use these constantly as a one and done. Put that all over the eye, blend it out, and go. Put this in the inner corner, and I was done. But these are so pretty. This is one of those that has sparkle in it. You can't really see it when you blend it out on the eyes, but it is there. So saturated. Look at that purple. And then this was always an inner corner. JUVIAS has some of the best formulas in the indie game. And Bestie gave me this. It's not going anywhere because I really still love it. We'll go to some smaller palettes. Let's go ahead and get those out of the way. So we have two of the Rebel palettes, the Army and the Honey. This is just a nice green color story. It looks redundant, but this one is more gray, which I like, a nice gray. And it's got a green undertone. And then the Honey, which reminds me of the one from Game Beauty, but of course this one isn't a duochrome, it's just a regular gold. But yeah, it looks like the one from Game Beauty, but I really like these, and these together, beautiful. The Allure 1, 2, and 3. The Allure 1. It's a nice festive color story. This would be great for summer. It looks like tropical. It's really pretty. The Allure 2, I wanted the blue in here to be like this. It's one reason I got them, because they were marked down. You can see she is loved, but this blue right here is a green based blue. I wanted it to be a cool tone blue, but look at that. The saturation is gorgeous, but when you put it on and blend it out, it is a green based blue, which I wanted it to be like this, which is a cool toned blue. That was a disappointment, but the rest of the palette is still gorgeous. And then the Allure 3, which is a little bit more toned down, still festive, still tropical, but it's a little toned down. So I got all three of these. They were on sale, so I went ahead and picked them up. The Queen palette with Fumi. Yes, that's Miss Fumi right there. And this is technically a face palette, but I have it in with my JUVIAS palettes. So you can use these as eyeshadows, but these you can use as blushes, highlights, and eyeshadow. You can do the whole thing. And I don't have a blush like this in my collection or a red like this. I keep forgetting that it's in here. I need to pull it out and use it because this makes a great eyeshadow. Or you can sheer it out to be a blush. Same with this. You can sheer that out to be a nice blush. The Nubian Gold Glow. I love the glitter in here. It's just very neutral. I wish there was a darker color in here, like a darker brown, but I can pull those in. I have a whole bunch of those in my collection. But this gold glitter is stunning. Stunning. The berries, when they have this collection, this is the only one that stood out to me because I do like a good wine berry purple moment, and these are absolutely delightful. Let me do this bright pink. I don't do pinks a lot. I'm wearing pink today, but I don't do pinks a lot. Only wearing it today is because it came up in my makeup calendar, the palette that I was using, so I decided to use pink. But look at this. These are so freaking beautiful. Next we have the Magic Mini. I got this because my best friend had the one with the bigger pans, but I wanted it for this color right here. It's so pretty. I think a lot of people get this palette because of this color, because it's so stunning. These two mattes I don't really like. They're kind of patchy, but everything else in here is fine. The Tribe, which is a favorite because it is greens, grungy greens. This pukey brown color is awesome. I love this color. Just a pukey brown. We have the Zulu, which is more colorful. A lot of mattes in here, and 3 shimmers and all mattes. The Warrior, which is also colorful. You have 2 shimmers and the rest are mattes, and they are really nice quality. I love this blue gray. I love that color. And the Festival. This looks white. It's like an icy, almost silver. I love this black. It's not really black. It's more of a charcoal, but it's absolutely beautiful. Those two together, if you like gray and white or gray and silver eye look, that would be perfect. But those were all of my JUVIAS place. Now we're going to go through the K's. Start with this. This is the KVD Monarch palette. I wanted to get the Chrysalis, but it was always sold out. But I got the Monarch, which is more monochrome. The Chrysalis was a little bit more purple leaning. This I used when I was in my neutral phase. I love this. I have been using these two as eyeshadows. I mix it in with my Franken powder. Right here, if you're new to my channel, I have a Franken powder here for brows, and it is this, and then another eyeshadow, and then a couple other brow powders that I had that I wanted to go ahead and get used up, and I mixed them all together and put them in this pan, so that's what I use for my brows. But these colors in here, when I was in my taupe and brown phase, this color right here is a beautiful terracotta that I used to use all the time, and this taupe right here, these were my jam for the longest time. It's a beautiful, shiny, warm tone taupe, and then this terracotta. It was also a favorite. Do the Kaleidos ones here, but I'm going to go ahead and do the Kara Beauty. This is the Daydream palette. It's just nice grungy greens. It's a really nice palette, nice everyday palette. If you want something, if you like greens, neutral colors, this would be perfect. I got this at TJ Maxx. Now we're gonna do my Kaleidos. I have these two from the Creation collection. This one is in Flowing Haze. I love the packaging. It is material, and then it's soft and squishy, and then it has the uterus design on the front with Kaleidos Creation, because that's where creation begins, is in the uterus, especially with humans and animals. But this is the color story. It is a muted purple color story. You get 1 shimmer and 3 mattes. Shimmer is nice. These are not like bam in your face. They're nice and subtle. So this would be nice for every day. And then this one is in Glowing Iris. Same packaging. These are so stinking gorgeous. And this one is also muted, but a little bit brighter than the other. This one is more lavender. Still very, very nice palettes, and they're magnetic, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. I just love these. These 3 from their Futurism collection. This is Futurism 1, which is a sci-fi green, Futurism 4, the VR neons, and Futurism 5, which is the electro turquoise. They did come out with a few more, but these are the ones that I have. Look at the packaging. And it's weighty. I love this. These would be nice travel palettes, and they are magnetic. Only thing, I wish they would have put the names on the inside, because this, when you close it, it can tend to slide out. But it's still nice travel palette. Got a mirror in there, and then these colors, nice and neutral vibe there. The VR neons, which are like neon pastels. This one, it just feels so luxurious. Turn it around, and that's what that one looks like. Get closed in there, sorry. There we go. And then the sci-fi greens. Also gorgeous packaging. And this color story here. If you like grungy greens, this is it. And it's got a nice black in it as well. And I keep all of these in my Kaleidos box here that came with the Club Nebula. As I got the box. It's beautiful, great for storage. And then I have the Club Nebula. Let me grab it. The Club Nebula, which is a collab with ANGELICA NYQVIST. Beautiful packaging, heavy. It's a little bulky, but that's fine. It would still make a nice travel palette, so if it gets banged up, it's not going to do a lot of damage. This is reminiscent of her new palette that she just came out with, the Agate Temptation. I think that's what it is. It reminds, no, the Agate, not the Agate, the other one, that Galactic Visitor. This reminds me of the Galactic Visitor, and then the newest one that she just came out with from her brand Singe, and the Agate Temptation. That one reminds me of the Hella. But this is the Club Nebula, this red giant. One of the best reds in my collection. These multi-chromes and duochromes, they're kind of nice. I mean, they're not that bam in your face, but they are still nice. This one's more of a topper. And then this red, oh my. And it's more of a berry red. It's not a blue-based red, but it's gorgeous. This will make a beautiful lipstick. But that's the Club Nebula. Okay, and then we have the L's, which are Lethal and Lois. I have one Lois Cosmetics Meet Me at Midnight palette. A lot of people were talking about this a while ago with the Meet Me in the Underworld palette, so I decided to try this one. And this is Meet Me at Midnight, dark, grungy colors. Love this. I've used this many times. This is one of those, cat hair, one of those blacks that has the sparkles in it. You can see them there. But it's a nice palette, nice formula in here as well. That's from Lois. Then we have all of my Lethal palettes here. I have the Berlin. This is the Berlin 89 palette. Not one of my favorite Lethal palettes, but it's nice. I have a video using this, so any videos I have using these palettes, I will link them below if you like to check them out. But it's still nice, and this is a little duochrome. And it's funny to see them in these squares because Lethal has their own shape. They usually use like their singles and things that have their logo in it. So it was kind of weird to see this with the little square pans. But this is one of those that flips green, gold, and pink. Then I have the After Dark. This was my first palette from Lethal Cosmetics. And it's a bunch of singles, so you can push them out so you can make your own palette. So if you're traveling and you have a bunch of Lethal singles, which I do have some, you can create your own palette and take it with you. But this is what it looks like, and you can see she is loved. She has been used a lot. I love their mattes. It's a nice pastel-y green. It is white based, but it doesn't look ashy on me because some pastels can look ashy on my skin tone. And then that nice soft lavender purple. Next is the Night Flower. Nice muted tones of purple and gray and pink in here. Again, I love a good gray. Love a nice gray. And it's not a purple based gray, it's a really cool gray. And that's a nice lavender peach with a hint of gold. I have the Dexter palette. This came out recently and I picked it up because I love Dexter. Only thing I don't like is that it is awkward to use because you open it like this. So it's kind of awkward if you're trying to use it and lay it out, but you can stand it up and still use it. But this is a beautiful color story, and it is supposed to resemble the case that Dexter kept all his samples in as his trophy samples. And these are beautiful shadows. Doomsday is a nice brown. This color here, Deborah, is a nice multi-chrome. Looks green, but it has so many other different colors going on inside of it. You can see it there. I see gold, I see a little bit of green and pink. And then Doomsday is just a nice smoky brown. And it does get dirty. You can see the fingerprints on here that I'm leaving, but it wipes off nicely. This is a makeup wipe, and when you wipe it off, you can see the texture. It's supposed to look like the wooden case that he put his samples, his trophy samples in. So that's a nice detail. But again, I keep all my stuff in their cases and things to keep them clean. And then we have the Avatar: The Last Airbender collection. I bought the whole collection. Yes, I did. It was very expensive, but I did not care because I love Avatar. And when I saw the Appa bag, I had a moment. I said, just put it all in the cart. So I did. So this came with like lipsticks and a sponge and the palettes and the Appa bag and a beautiful glitter. Just beautiful collection. Beautiful collection. And these palettes are freaking amazing. So we'll start with this one. This one is the air. No, this is the water. The water, the earth, the fire, and the, okay. So this one is the air. And I did videos on all four of these. I did a 2 looks, 2 palettes for these if you'd like to check them out. And it also came with liquid liners, like duochrome liners. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh my God. Anyway, these are beautiful shadows. They are awesome quality. Lethal outdid themselves. Look at that. When they did these shadows, I see purple. You probably see blue or gold. I mean, look at that. It's so stunning. Ugh, they knocked it out of the park. Knocked it out of the park. And we have earth. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous neutral. That green is so pretty. This is so stunning. You're seeing more copper. I'm seeing more green. So shiny and so smooth. They look like they're chunky, but they're rather smooth when they go on. And then we have fire, the Fire Nation. And this is fiery. Fiery and gorgeous. This black is amazing. This color right here. This color right here. This color right here. I mean, what? Fire on your hand. It looks like molten copper fire, gold, a tad bit of pink, orange, red. That's a nice berry burgundy. And this fiery orange. I mean. And then we have air. Put this back in here properly. And then we have air. Gorgeous as well. This color here. This one here. Lethal, you did it. I've loved Lethal from the beginning, and when they came out with this collection and I saw these palettes, I had to. And then when that Appa bag got me. But those were my palettes for the letters J through L. Alright, so those were the palettes that I have for the letters J, K, and L. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you taking the time out. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube and on Instagram. And we'll see you in the next makeup collection video.